What is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here, and today I'd like to welcome you to part 3 of Ebenezer and the Invisible World. I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsor, Play on Worlds, for not only sponsoring this video, of course, but providing me a link so I could feature this game on the channel. I would like to take this time to mention that Ebenezer and the Invisible World is available on all platforms right now, and the links are in the description down below. But if we're talking PlayStation 5, Xbox S, Xbox S or X, PS4, Switch, Steam. I mean, every possible console out there, it's there. So if you guys want to check it out, I encourage you to do so. It's an excellent Metroidvania, and it's Christmas themed, so literally to get you right in the mood for the holidays. We have quite a bit of exploring to do this go round. My goal is to get through Necropolis, which is going to be right below. You see the yellow passageway down below. That is going to be the major area we're going to be exploring. It is called Necropolis. Then we have to come back up to the observatory. So you can see that Necropolis is going to be quite huge. There's tons of side quests along the way and NPCs and different pathways we can take there. So this is where the game starts being a little less forgiving. You definitely need to, I would encourage, stock up on things like foods. And also notice that, certain side quests, you're going to have to do some backtracking. The ghosts aren't going to come to you directly. So, just a few things to consider in our journey. But we're going to make quick work and light work of these guys. We got to get through a lot in this session, and I'm super excited to actually get started. I've been wanting to play this game for a while, and I was able to revisit my old file, just kind of going around looking for some additional secrets. Ow. And that was my first playthrough, and it was a lot of fun, so I was like, okay, good. But I was like, I really can't wait to stream it again, because I just want to share it with you guys. There's a lot of fun things in this game. I mean, I would say in general, one of my favorite parts is just the different types of canes. And then each of the ghosts, all of them are pretty practical, A lot of times you have a lot of different... Oh, this is a tough fight. A lot of different abilities, or like... for example, in a lot of games like Metroidvania, you're going to stick to certain moveset. And although I would say that you have a lot of variability that you could choose from in this game. I got completely melted there. And that was because I forgot. This is where we're going to unlock the Harpoonist side quest. So I will say that in my first playthrough, that was probably, I think, one of the first times. I think that was like the second time I died. And I was like, whoa. Those guys hit you hard and they hit you fast. But anyways, as we go to that area, the goal is to make sure we don't burn through our resources like our foods. So we got to be careful there. This guy's not going to be cooperative. So what we're probably going to do is, let's see. We can switch to this for now, because we'll be able to use it a few times and protect ourselves from the enemies that are just moving in on us. So, here goes. And the key is to just watch the ones on the floor, and then of course watch the fish that they're throwing from the top. It's super annoying. Those are the fishermen that were scamming those poor guys with the scales. Of course, that's pretty cheap, right? Oh no! You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I scooted forward too much. The first time, oh my gosh, I just got destroyed. Okay, I will see to it that your old partners will not cause no more harm. Thank you, sir. I feel lighter knowing that the honest practitioners of my trade will no longer be tormented by the specters of my past misdeeds. Alright, and this guy's pretty good. He's got a really nice projectile. It's incredibly powerful too, so I like it quite a bit. Really? If only I could get up there. There you go. Thanks for saving us, Ebenezer. You got it, buddies. You got it. I'm confused. Why is... Oh, that's right. That's right. That's the end of that. So we have to go back up to the save area, and we're going to go to the crypt And from the crypt, we're going to go down a bit. Now, there is a way you can kind of close this area back off, and we'll get to it at some point. But yeah, it's a little ways ahead. The first time I made the same mistake too. I made the assumption that, oh, we're going to go straight to Necropolis from here, but that is not the case. What we can do, though, is now that we're out of the water, we can switch Kenji's ring to something else. It's not a bad thing to increase Courage's bow and arrow strength. That's not bad at all. Dropping rare items. Let's see. I'm okay with that. Let's have some rare items. Let's increase our drop rate. Alright, we're gonna just go straight to the crypt area. We should be okay on foods. We don't have a ton, but I mean we have enough, I think, to hold us over. Now before we go to some of the final areas, we're gonna stock up on just about everything we can. We'll save so we can go ahead and top off our health. And then we're gonna go this path all the way to the yellow marker there. That is the crypt area that we couldn't do anything with because at the time we couldn't interact with mirrors, and now we can. Now one thing that I think I might be able to get now that I couldn't before is up here. Get wrecked, buddy. Gosh, his grenade throws are so accurate. I mean, he's doing like trigonometry to be able to hit me with that. Lovely. We got some cold boiled, the one that I wasted on accident. Thank you, madam. And let's continue onward. So we have another ally right here. And the harpoonist, like I said, is very strong. It does have a little bit of an arc when he throws his harpoon, but if it hits or connects, it's very strong. Alright, so they're happy, they're good to go. Can walk up in here. I don't mind taking out these enemies and just getting a few extra coins. It'll prove useful here soon. There's a really cool item you can get, and when you equip it, essentially what it does is it gives you increased damage based on the number of coins you have. And if you've been racking up the coins, I mean, you're definitely going to feel the boost. There's another secret up here I'd like to show you guys we can get along the way. We're going to go up here. And remember that wall? I bet you don't, but to the left there was a wall that was just, at the time it looked like it was breakable, but we couldn't break it. Ooh, nice. There you go. More food, I love it. I will take all the foodstuffs. At some point we'll be able to go up there, and believe it or not, it's pretty underwhelming, especially considering how hard that enemy is that's blocking the pathway. Oh gosh, I don't like those guys. They usually are like makeshift like guards that create barriers or boss arenas, you know, and you're gonna see they use them quite a bit, and they can really control an area pretty bad, and it's tough. Quite tough indeed. Remember Lorraine, okay, she's gonna be important for the Necropolis. But she's not happy. She's not being rude to us, but she's certainly got a lot on her mind. You're going to understand exactly what that is, too. Alright, let's go past these little ghosts. Thank you, thank you. If only. There you go. We're going to go in here and then drop down. There will be a mirror we can interact with. Thanks to our new ability. Go. Now there's usually like a little platforming sequence we have to get through. Oh, okay. Or not. That was an easy one. Usually they're a lot less forgiving there. We will open up this though. No, we don't have to do that again. And here we are. The entrance to the Necropolis. I've heard whispers of a gathering place for wayward souls. I thought it nothing more than a fairy tale. This is the entrance to the necropolis. The vast emptiness of this place draws many unrepentant. And you believe that Victor Malthus would be here? If what Lillian said is true, Gaius nurtured Victor's disdain and hatred of the working class, and the poor from a young age. I cannot imagine that such a person would not be chained to the mortal world, or retain any regret for their actions. If that is the case, then this is where he will be found. Do you really believe Victor can help us? Help Casper? He seemed a wayward soul indeed. I do not know. Victor may have no desire or ability to help us or his brother. His past goals align greatly with Casper's current plans. He may even have had a part to play in disrupting the work of the Christmas spirits. I had not thought that the force behind these events could be someone who knew Malthus. Nor had I. Be very careful. The more isolated a place, the stronger the attraction to hostile, unrepentant spirits. And this place is very isolated. This is a realm of the lost, and they do not like to be disturbed by reminders of what they once were. Let's do it. So we're going to pull this, I guess it's a crypt, out of the way. Is that what? Why is it? Usually it just lets you in. That's weird. Maybe I just need to pull it further back. I don't remember that being an issue last time. Oh, there you go, buddy. That was weird. We're in the Blackwood Cemetery. Let's go ahead and save. That was odd. I don't know if I had to like drop down or what was going on there. I think I just had to hold down and jump maybe. Maybe that's what happened there. I just didn't remember that being a step I had to do. Oh, look at this guy, the train conductor. No, I'll help you, buddy. I'm trying. Oh, everybody died on the train. It sucks. Alright. I'm gonna wait for this guy to come over so we can go ahead and take him out from afar, hopefully. I missed. It's very sharp angle on the uppercut, but it's so powerful. Now remember, if they glow purple when you hit them, they spew out those projectiles. You gotta be careful. Lovely. Okay, good stuff. Bedlam Asylum. We've all been there. Let's go and explore the first area. One thing I do like about this game is that you already have the map. So just remember, we're going to commit this place to memory because right here at the top square across from the save point, we're going to have to go all the way back to this guy once we do quite a bit of exploring within the necropolis area. Gerhard Braun says, "You there, halt! The rules of this establishment clearly prohibit running in the hallways." Sir, I must beg your pardon, but if you look around, you will see I have a good reason to keep such a brisk pace. If you're referring to these blasted unrepentant making a muck of everything, I understand your distress, but there is still no excuse to flaunt the rules. My sincere apologies, sir. I will do my best to flee from my adversaries at a more moderate pace. Good. That is all I ask. My name is Gerhard Braun, and as a warden, it is my duty to maintain order. I will say that if you feel so strongly about maintaining order, you could choose to assist me in dealing with this growing spiritual chaos. That would be to my liking, but I would first need you to help lessen my burden. I used to be a prison warden, and I made it my duty to ensure all under my care followed the rules. A while back I had a prisoner, Tom Derby, whose judgment prevented him from sending correspondence or communicating with the outside world while incarcerated in my facility. I see. Certainly at some point, even the most hardened criminal may have a legitimate need to communicate outside the facility. His lawyer, if nothing else. Well, the man's daughter wrote to him once a week from the moment he began his sentence. He cherished the letters and wished to respond, but I refused him each time as his respect for my rules never improved. I figured that this would be a lesson for him that he would carry with him once he was allowed to return to honest society. This continued for many years until he caught some sort of sickness and died before he could be released. A horrible turn of events indeed. The man had true remorse for his actions while alive, and his spirit will not be found tethered here or amongst the unrepentant. But his daughter still lives and carries with her the belief that her father never cared enough about her to respond to a single letter. How can I ease this burden? Surely a daughter should not suffer for the faults of her father. I saved every letter Tom Derby received along with those he wished to send in return. You will also find among them my official notices of rejection to his requests to send them out. Do me this kindness. Find them and deliver them to his daughter. She should know that her father did write her back. I will seek out these letters and bring them to his daughter. And this is a longer quest for sure, the Warden's quest. It's not a difficult one. It's just that there's quite a bit of navigation and exploration required so that we can actually have the Warden on our side. And his ability is actually pretty cool. It can either stay on the floors. It's kind of like a almost like a bramble type patch. It's chains though, but they can attack enemies on the floor or on walls. So it's really unique in that way. These are the letters Gerhard Brown spoke of. Tom Derby's daughter's name is Charlotte. My, she was a prolific writer. There's so many here, drawings too, and quite good ones at that. A house, her cat, and a self-portrait. So, like I said, not a difficult quest because we get the item right away. However, we do have quite a bit of exploration. Quite a bit. We got some Andalian copper too. It's going to be great for upgrading either our health or our spirit bar, of course. Oh, these guys. You are such a jerk. Taking all this damage just to kill him. He's not hard, but when they're going away from you, unless you're using like a projectile, they can be quite annoying. So this is more so to continue the path. See, so now we have gone all the way to this side. We've kind of closed it off here. So I like connecting the pathways that, you know, kind of branch between the two areas. So that was the Bedlam Asylum kind of link, if you will. Now, if we wore Kenji's ring, we could go down, and I'll go ahead and show you guys. Why not? It's fine. Let's put on our heirloom. We're going to remove the checkbook. Close off this little pathway here. Love your content, bro. What's up, Victor Freeman? How you doing? Thank you for joining. Really appreciate that. This is where we encountered the ghost of Christmas Past, if you recall. Now, I will say this. There's this enemy that's up there. I do not know why or how they're there, but they are constantly in this area, and I thought there was like a secret wall or some sort of like illusory area there. I have no clue how to get in there. And I've even tried using this balloon, but it goes the opposite direction because it's one of those movable ones. So it could be that once we get double jump, that part of the ceiling can be taken out, but I don't know, because there are some tricks like that in this game, but it's just kind of a weird one for me. Not sure why there's an enemy in the wall. Is it design, or is it, you know, not design? I couldn't think of anything smart to say. Is it due to an error? Okay, let's see. Maybe we can use the harpoon. Now, again, because we don't have like the maximum amount of spirit meter, we are going to have some instances where we need to kind of build it up. And some of these abilities that I have, the most powerful ones, I would say, do cost the most to use. So when we're using the guy with the ball and chain, or if we're using the harpoon, they're pretty expensive. Alright, so here we go. Just a real straightforward path right now. Remember, we will have to return to Gerhard Braun in that square cell before long. It's a nice little trek, too. I love the visuals in this area. That's one of my favorite things about Necropolis. But here we got another friend we're going to make. A potential friend, anyways. Ebenezer says, "You there, spirit. I can see you wallowing in the darkness. But you are no unrepentant spirit. What are you doing down here?" I know. Not unrepentant. Not yet, anyway. I feel, though, that this might be my final destination. So why not get a start on it, eh? So there's no dialogue there. I thought that was interesting. I'm pretty sure that might have been just an error. I was nothing but cheerful. I focused only on my wants and needs, even over those of my loving family. Never felt the need to spend time with them. Now I feel only regret for my neglect of those who loved me. When a spirit feels as I do, it is only a matter of time before they become forgotten and lost down here. Well, aren't you a cheery fellow? No doubt they remember me, but not well. Without my support, my wife Avril had to get a job as a night cleaner at the London Observatory, probably cursing my name as she cleans each window. Forgotten? I am sure that despite your neglect, your family still remembers you. So I think what happened is, in the dialogue, as they were programming this, that they had like an empty slide, so to speak. So it seems like Ebenezer's responses are a bit late. Like they should have been one interaction earlier. Please, sir, you must help her. Make sure that no harm comes to her. Avril needs to be okay, for her own sake, and for the sake of our children. Spirit, if your wife is at the London Observatory, she is not safe. I have been there this evening, and it's swarming with unrepentant spirits. I will make sure she is safe. I have no doubt I should find my way back there sooner or later. I seem to be treading a lot of ground this evening. And that's kind of a hint. Obviously, we will be going back to that area to finish the miner's quest, which is quite easy, actually. Another little minor error I caught on this one during the first playthrough is it says that we have to defeat the Street Shadow. The Street Shadow is actually a separate, well, I'd say another boss, a separate interaction or encounter that is different from the miner's quest. We'll be facing off with a very special boss, actually, for the miner. It's actually really neat. A boss like we haven't really fought before. And the Street Shadow is probably my favorite boss, just because of the design. It looks really neat, and it's tied to a different quest. So we'll go back. This guy actually comes to us, fortunately. So when we get to the London Observatory, we will not have to come back to the Necropolis. And I thank the devs for that. But that Gerhard Braun, that guy, he doesn't want to move. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that. That was a costly mistake. Alright, what's down here? Oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay. Let's go back up. Cool little gargoyle. Okay, so we're here. We don't have this movement ability just yet. We will get it actually in this area. So not too bad, not too bad. Alright, down we go. Oh, these guys. Told you. Really strong. Those guys die in one hit though anyways, but it's a pretty nice ability to have. Oh, gosh, that hurt. You know what? I will have to use one of my puddings. And then I'm going to switch back to the berries, because I don't want to actually burn through these. It's going to be really tough to get through the Malthus factory and some of the later areas. So I'm going to need to stock up on my food items. Alright, we got some Wadi sand, that's what I'm talking about. Here we go. Lovely. We're going to carefully tread down here. I don't believe there's too much we can get up here. Yeah, it was just that mugwort, which is fine. It's a good upgrade material. Don't do it, sirs. Don't you do it. We don't have the ability for this right now. That enemy that you saw there is actually quite annoying. He's got some, lovely. The enemy placement here is annoying. The enemy, he's kind of like a magician of sorts. And he uses his little coffins to be able to, generate or spawn like different types of enemies. It's really crazy, so get out of here. And he's invincible while he does it. I wish I had just enough oomph to get up here, but I don't. Alright, we got this train station here, which is going to open up the new pathway. This is Necropolis Abandoned Railway. There's going to be several fast travel points, I believe, in Necropolis, if I recall correctly. So we'll be using them at some point. And the reason why that's important there is because we can use that if we're, say, struggling with, you know, heals or whatever. We could go and purchase some. And we're okay on heals. I mean, I don't have the most, but I can certainly survive with what I have. Another missed treasure for now. We have to pass up anyways. We don't have the hook ability just yet. All in due time, all in due time. Alright. Now we do of course have to assist her with her pending matter before we get her ability though. Hello there. You're rather dapper looking this evening. Have you taken stock of your current environment? You may be overdressed for a cavern filled with unrepentant ghosts. I wouldn't stray much deeper into this place. It's easy to get lost down here on the best of nights, and this certainly isn't one of those. Thank you for the warning, Spirit, but unfortunately I have an important matter to take care of here. I was a mountaineer in my mortal life. I spent a great deal of time in the mountains of Bavaria, guiding travelers on dangerous treks. I saved many lives in my profession. That seems like a brave and noble profession, yet you are here bound to the mortal world by chains. May I ask why? As a young climber and guide, I saw myself as adventurous, but just as I saved many lives, many fell into danger and harm due to my recklessness. Some were harmed in ways that could not be healed. I understand now. Sometimes in haste we can take actions that hurt others. If you're eager to help, I would like to make a request. A young man, part of some adventure club, was exploring here in this necropolis, but he has been lost for some time. I would like to ask if you could see him out safely. I will gladly help. I believe this young man is part of the Scout Brigade. I had heard of this absence, the Scout Brigade. That's tough to say. Find him soon for his sake. This is a dangerous place, and I fear he's in danger as each moment passes. Fear not, I will find the lad. Thank you, and when you return, I shall help you on your quest. So that's how we get, this one. Now, I will say the Mountaineer's quest is pretty long. There's actually 3 instances where we had to save this bro, and he's right here. This, of course, is the introductory easy step, but then there's more along the way as we pretty much complete the necropolis area. Then we'll have unlocked the Mountaineer and completed, that quest. Kip says, "Sir, help me out, please. I'm lost." "Do not fear, young man. I'm here to help you. I will open that gate behind you with this lever. When it opens, move quickly to the other side of the gate and do not stop." "Thank you, sir. I am afraid I'm alone, yet I feel like I'm being watched." "Don't be afraid. You're a brave young man. You would not be here if you were not brave. Now go. Go forward and do not look back." What is he? So this dude, one of the most athletic looking dudes. He's got a little belly. He's got high waters. I don't know. He's the Scout Brigade guy? Is that your finest work? What's the selection process? I mean, I could be selected at that rate. I've got the belly down. The burger raid. Oh gosh. That's not good. I jumped right onto him. Oh, I got some berries. Come here. You dang spiders. Oh, I got you again. Really, bro? We'll get this heirloom real quick. This is Nate's Steel Shim. Enemies have 90% more health and deal 90% more damage, but they have an increased chance to drop rare materials. See, I'm not a big advocate of empowering my enemies. Unless I'm doing a challenge run, then sure. But this is no challenge run, so I do not see the need to empower the enemies to that extent, because that will make it quite difficult. They already can kill you in about 2 to 3 hits as it is, so I wouldn't want to give them even more strength. Especially for the, you get drop rates, so yes, you could increase your health or, I guess your spirit meter too, but I don't think it's worth it. In my opinion. This dude. Okay, buddy. Oh, of course you die the moment I didn't want you to die. Okay, another hook. So again, we don't really have choices, right? So we've come up from this save point, navigated our way down, and now this is the first room where we have some choices in terms of exploration. But a lot of them are going to be blocked off because we don't have the traversal ability specific to this particular area, which is of course the hook, the Mountaineer's powers. You gotta be careful with the navigation. Nothing too crazy, but they do have these massive explosive enemies that can make it easy to fall down. So we'll be coming up and around at some point to grab that. Now we have I think they pointed out in chat last time, but we have a nice Symphony of the Night kind of dash. It's really funny. One that I consider a classic dash. Oh gosh, good job. Courage and I had the same idea. Great minds think alike. We're gonna go over here though first. There it is. I forgot all about that ability. We've got the Andean Copper. I like my way better. Whoa! Okay. We're good to go. There's nothing else over here, so we can go ahead and break down this chest. Good stuff. Alright. Again, we're going to get several different chests. I'm sorry, not chests, but canes. We even get one that shoots out a projectile, but in my opinion, this cane that I have in my possession right now that I have currently equipped, it's so good. We'll get you know, one here. You know, I didn't get all of the canes in my first playthrough, but I got, I think, 7 of 8. And they were all pretty different and varied in their usage. Ooh, got me anyways. I can't actually dash backwards on the staircase, so that's what got me there. Oh, nice. Okay, I need some cold boiled. Any of the healing items I will gladly take. And here's the thing, I'm not going to turn down anything at this point, but I definitely want those because they're expensive and I do want to stock up on them as we get to the later areas of this game. You'll notice that save points and things like that are just few and far between. Alright, buddy. I see he's invincible as he does this. Come on. There it is. Ugh. Okay. We got the rosemary too. Very nice, very nice. Some mugwort. And this is the second instance. I got lost again. Please find the lever to open the gate. It's just right over here. So the scout brigade guy keeps getting lost. That is just not very, you know, it doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies. Who hired this guy? Who had to die off to get to free up that position? Because he certainly isn't the most equipped for that. So we got the second gate. Look at us go. Okay, gotta go crazy on him. There you go. We had to unleash a lot of damage there because if not, we were in a bad spot. Now, not all of the projectiles can be destroyed. You know, like the tomatoes from the lady and all that. Those projectiles from the lanterns cannot be. Here goes. Yeah. Yeah. Very strong attack. Very strong attack. Ouch. Bro. Okay, I almost fell. We're in the next save room, which is fantastic. And this one will lead to the other, the rest of the necropolis area. Dutch Dragon Gaming says, are there any games you look forward to? Let's see. It's November. I am looking forward to a few games, actually. The Last Faith, which is another Metroidvania. I'll be featuring that Metroidvania on my other channel. I'll probably, if the story is good enough, I'll feature it on my main channel, which is this one you have here. If not, it'll be featured on Inhuman Live, which is where I normally do guides, playthroughs, challenge runs, and things like that. So The Last Faith is the Metroidvania I'm looking forward to. I'm also looking forward to, oh gosh, Super Mario RPG. That was probably one of the first RPGs I ever played, and just the nostalgia factor there is huge. So that comes out in November too. So I'd love to play that game as well. And the DLC for Remnant 2 comes out, which is, I think, a sequel to Ash, or Remnants of the Ashes, or something like that. And the DLC is coming out for that game. So I'm looking forward to it because, no, I have to wait. Now we're going to have to wait like a full minute. So this is a great chance to talk. So I'm also looking forward to the DLC for that game because I'd like to go ahead and get Remnant 2 and play through it and actually feature on the channel in some capacity. So those are the 3 major games I'm looking forward to. Aside from that, there's really nothing else I'm looking forward to for this year. So I'll be going back and revisiting some Souls-likes. I'll revisit Blasphemous 2. I'll revisit the Souls-likes I was mentioning is probably going to be Lords of the Fallen, Thymesia, Steel Rising, games that I had either touched on and played but not really featured on my main channel because of just reasons. But yeah, other than that, I'm going to continue the Lies of P. There's just so many ideas and theories I have on that game. I pretty much am going to continue that indefinitely. So I'll be the lore guy for Lies of P. That'll be fun. But yeah, that's it for now. Those 3 I would say are my major. Super Mario RPG, The Last Faith, and Remnant 2. And not in any particular order. Just whatever order makes the most sense in terms of me balancing out, you know, having 3 channels. I have 3 channels. So I gotta balance all the content in some way. It's a juggle. It's definitely a juggling act no matter how I I try to do it. You, sir, are so annoying. So yeah, does suck if you miss any jump there, and I'm always tempted to get the goodie, so that was my fault. Alright, thank you. Good gravy. Alright. Oh, actually, if I recall correctly, there's a switch here, right? No, it's open already. Good. Good. Is Elden Ring the best game ever made, in your opinion? No, but it's certainly a good game. One of my favorites. I don't think it's the best game ever made, and it's not the best Souls-like game either, in my opinion. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I played it for hundreds of hours, and I did tons of challenge runs on it and things like that, as you guys know. I did like a torch-only run, one of the first in the world. I did like second, I think, and then I did a bow-only run, I did level 1 run, I did a cheese-only run. I did a lot of runs, and those guides are all in my Inhuman Live channel that I keep referring to. Whoa, that's my second channel, the sister channel to this one. No! That's unfortunate. But no, it's very good. I love it. It's definitely, I would say probably top 5 in my opinion. But it is not my favorite. As you can tell, maybe by the my avatar or my profile icon, I'm a bit partial to Bloodborne. Bloodborne is probably my favorite Souls-like game probably ever made, but Lies of P is right up there. Elden Ring is excellent. I mean, I'm not gonna, it is very good, and there's not like any huge issues. I'm like, oh, it's just a matter of preference. It comes down to preference, guys, when it comes to those things. Wow, I'm not being able to nail this jump. Not good. This is where a double jump would be amazing, and you get one. Spoiler warning, you definitely do get one, but not soon enough. Alright, let's get back up here, see if we can nail this jump. It's just the timing is really weird, and also the platforms, they do seem to have a clear area where you can land on the side of it, but I don't really want to rely on that, because I feel like I'll just, it'll just touch my collision box anyways. I guess we could test it. Oh, that worked. That'll do. That'll do. I love the lore videos for Lies of P. Great work. Thank you so much, Samuel. Samuel? I imagine it's Samuel, right? But just with Z's and 3's. In either case, cool name. But yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It takes a lot of work. And, you know, I will say this, that as a content creator that focuses on lore and things like that, you're only going to get 2 results, really. People are either going to really like your stuff, or they're going to absolutely hate it. And it's because a lot of times, you know, the viewers, if your opinion isn't the opinion of a major YouTuber or something like that, which is kind of the whole bandwagon mindset they have, if it doesn't match that, or if it doesn't match their own opinion, then wow, they're going to be offended by it, you know. And it's something that I see quite often, and it's really unfortunate, because no one in the world reads channel descriptions, but my channel description says, hey, like, I challenge you to broaden your mind, you know. And some of my opinions aren't going to be popular ones, because I don't watch anybody else's content. I do not watch anybody. I'm only subscribed to my own channels, because I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago when I started making YouTube videos, I decided that, you know, watching other videos and doing things like that kind of makes you biased toward, or it makes you kind of formulates an opinion in your head, you know, like without you even knowing. So subconsciously you're influenced by whatever else you see. So I don't know or care about who my competition is or anything like that, because that's not my motivation. My motivation is to create content that I would like to watch. And if it happens to be there's a community of people out there that like it too, that's great. But we'll say this, and it's going to hurt really bad, Victor. I honestly think Lies of P is better than Bloodborne. Only in the sense that I enjoyed it more. Not that, oh my gosh, it's a better game from the bones or whatever. I mean, it's an excellent game. Now, again, it comes down to preference, because if you don't like a linear experience, then Lies of P is going to be a real turnoff. If you enjoy a linear experience, it's great. And I actually don't mind either way. I don't mind a sprawling, thing. It just kills my OCD, but if not, I don't mind. I like a linear place because I know all my finite paths. I can 100% it pretty easily, hence the guide I have on my channel. But the 100% guides and stuff are easy like that for those linear games. Whenever you don't, it gets a little rough. But yeah, I do honestly, in my opinion, I actually like Lies of P better than Bloodborne, even though, Bloodborne's a huge part of my, I don't know, Souls-like experience, but yeah. Thank you for your help, sir. I was so scared. You're safe now. Continue in that direction and continue straight home. Do not stop. I'll be like, sir, which direction is that direction? Thank you very much. It feels good to know that I was able to help the lost find their way again. Let me know if I can help you reach your destination. I have experience helping people reach new heights. I'll be ready if you need me. So now we have Victoria Peak. She allows us to grapple. And you can kind of grapple like in different directions, so it's pretty nice. Let's catch up on chat real quick. What's the best Souls like in your opinion? I would have to say like I love Lies of P just because it's just right up my alley. It's got excellent story, gameplay, and it's linear. It's easy to 100%. I don't know. I like it. It's got various endings. That would probably be my personal favorite, but the best Souls-like ever is probably Bloodborne or Elden Ring. A close second would be Dark Souls 3. I don't know. I mean, there's just and the funny thing is, I could list the games in a different order, and I could still justify the reason why, because so many of those games are just good in their own right, So I don't know. It's such a hard argument, in my opinion. But I will say this, that every once in a while, my favorite ones do fluctuate, Like, they're always in flux, because, I was playing Dark Souls 2, this is now probably I'm talking about a year ago or so, and I was really going into it in terms of the lore and things like that, and gosh, there's just some excellent entries that are just so, I guess, forgotten by the community, And I will say this: the Souls-like community, in general, is a pretty harsh community. They're a hard bunch to please, that's for sure. Let's go ahead and get our Paladin Platinum. But yeah, so again, I make content that I'm gonna watch, and if it happens to please those people, fine. But yeah, I will say that I get a lot of hate. My comments are certainly curated, because if not, I would be a sad person looking at those hateful comments all the time. Because yeah, it still hurts. It's still annoying to have people that opinionated or that negative sometimes, because you don't have the same opinion as creators I don't even know, because I don't keep up with stuff anymore. I hear a lot of common names or whatever. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not that person. I'm me. Alright, so just so that you know, we're kind of back to the original area. We are going to save. This was the one of the first hooks we found. So if we look at the map, we'll see that we're right back at this, the second, well, I would say the third save point of this area, but good thing we reached that. So now we can actually go up where the yellow marker is. Samuel says that Lies of P is better. Have you ever played Marvel's Spider-Man on PS4? I have, actually. Those sandboxy type games, they're fun. I love the story, but they do get repetitive for me because the side quests and the exploration and all the 20,000 types of collectibles you can get does get a little, it does wear on my nerves a bit. It gets a little boring for me. I much more prefer the Metroidvania genre, Souls-likes, and things like that. The sandbox games for me do get a little old after it was done 1,000 times by Ubisoft and all the Grand Theft Autos. I'm maxed out. That's an unpopular opinion, I'm sure, but it's mine. No problem, that's the truth. I agree. I love Bloodborne, but enjoyed Lies of P more. Yes, yeah. See, it's not, and it's not. I don't think so. And the way I see it is, it's not a bad thing. You can enjoy whichever games you want at whatever time. It just kind of depends. Sometimes you're in a different part of your life or a different phase of your life too, and it's something just resonates with you a little more. And right now, Lies of P is just. It's just that game for me. It's just excellent in so many ways. I absolutely love it, and that's why I've been so motivated to continue featuring on my channel. As you can see, I typically get bored pretty quick, and I will not milk content for the sake of making content. If I am actually truly believing in something, I'm like, yep, this is what I want to do. I'll make content until I'm bored with it, and most of my videos, you'll see there's pauses or breaks in between, a series like that. But man, I have just been going hard and Liza P. And it's just because I'm just so enthralled by it right now. It's just such a great game. This room closes off, which is a good indicator that we're not going to continue on this pathway. Now, this is where we find Gerhard Braun's, well, I'd say how we complete his quest. But this is the daughter of the inmate. Somehow just painting in the necropolis. This is what we do sometimes. Ebenezer says, "You look very familiar. Is your name Charlotte?" "Yes, how can you know that? Have we met?" "We have not, but I recognize you from your father's drawings. You see, I have some letters for you." "My father? How could you know my father?" "I don't know my father." "Your name is Charlotte Derby, daughter of Tom Derby. Your father wrote to you every day from his cell, but his letters were held back. He loved you dearly, Charlotte." "I don't know what to say." "Please give me some time to read these letters and thank you, sir." So yeah, she's kind of like, it brings me such joy to read these letters from my father. So it's been updated, but unlike like 90% of the other quests, the Warden's quest does not complete because you have to go talk to Gerhard Braun again. So Gerhard is all the way over here. So we're going to have to find a much more efficient way to get to him. He's in that purple square cell, so no fun at all. But we'll get to him. For now, we're going to go ahead and explore the rest of the area. Let's catch up on chat real quick. Agreed. They are full of filler content and dress up with good graphics and cool looking suits, but the gameplay and exploration is bland. Yeah, I mean, I think the story is good. I love some of the side quests, but then you have like let's call it like the optional or mini quests, and man, they just are full of just, like you said, repetitive gameplay mechanics or just gimmicks that get old after the 100th time. So it definitely doesn't hold my attention for too long. So I don't play those games, unfortunately. But like, you know, for example, if like someone is playing them, like someone like my family's playing them, then I'll watch. But I don't really. For example, I don't watch like. I used to support lots of smaller streamers and stuff, but when I was on Twitch, but I haven't streamed on Twitch for a really long time. So I started on my my YouTube channel, my second YouTube channel. Well, I'll say this technically in terms of order. It was my third YouTube channel that I started, and when I started it, it was with the intention of being 100% live. That's why I keep referring to Inhuman Live. That's the channel. Well, that was my channel that was dedicated to streaming, things like that. But after like a year of doing that, it just didn't grow, so I moved over to Twitch, which also didn't grow after like a year or so. And so then I was like, you know what, that's not working for me. We have another side quest here. So what I ended up doing is I ended up moving back for everything to YouTube. So, but now that they've opened up some of the streaming restrictions, I might go ahead and start streaming again, like maybe some of my like planning for 100% guides and all that. Normally I just wing it, but I'm thinking just for the sake of being able to stream more and interact with you guys more, I would like to open up the live streaming again on my second channel where I do lots of live streams, and maybe like when I'm preparing for a challenge run or a 100% guide or doing my very first playthrough, it can be live, and then my guides can be kind of in post. So I'm thinking that's the direction I want to take, especially now that we can stream on Twitch, on YouTube, and there aren't any restrictions, you know. That's something that I definitely want to consider. Let's see. The Spider-Man has been in a city ever since it was on PS1. It's just too overdone. You know, there was tons of good ones. There's been since PS2. I mean, PS1 for sure. Yeah, I remember the PS2 one. I'm trying to think of the PS1 version, but I definitely remember PS2 and different like cel-shaded versions, and I mean there was tons of different variations. Victor says, I mean, yeah, most of Spider-Man stories are New York, so yeah, it would be weird if Spider-Man was in the country, but he wouldn't be able to swing off anything. Lathan Monroe says, you don't belong down here. It's not a good place. Get back up top while you still can. You can put your concerns aside. I have important business down here. You seem to have your senses about you, though. A rare thing, it seems, for spirits down here. I worked away from home for months at a time, laying railroad tracks. One summer, a journeyman I knew well, Matthew Wright, asked me to join his crew on a side job at an old tunnel. What I didn't know was that the mining company had not secured proper permits or inspection, and the tunnel collapsed while we were inside. I was crushed. Such a cruel passing. Your wife must have been devastated upon hearing the news. That's the thing. Only Matthew knew I was on the job, and he died also when the tunnel collapsed. My wife did not know that I had died. She had been pleading with the city and my old company to start an investigation, but they refused to do so. In an event so tragic as this, how can there be no investigation? There was, actually, but it had never been disclosed to my wife. The mining company knew that there was an extra man on that site that perished, but they took no action to learn who I was. Was there any evidence that can tie your presence to the accident? I would like to tell your wife, but I believe she would dismiss my testimony as the rambling was an old fool without any proof. Well, there was an accident report, yes. It would be here in London at the city centre. The inspector noted that a silver ring was found engraved with my wife's name, Lorraine. That was my wedding ring. That's enough for Lorraine to know that I was there. I will find this accident report and bring it to her. If it contains the details you say it does, it would be enough proof to show what had happened to you. Thank you, sir. It will bring Lorraine and my children some relief to know the truth of what happened to their father. Indeed. So Lorraine, remember the individual that has been in the city, just kind of saying, hey, I don't have time right now, I don't have time. She's just really upset because she's thinking her husband's gone missing. But he's actually dead. So we're going to be kind of helping her learn the truth. Let's drop down here first. Oh, gosh. Oh, yeah, love the spikes. Okay, we're going to go here instead. Always secrets like that in Metroidvanias. Spider-Man in Arkansas. That would be amazing. Spider-Man goes to Georgia. Oh, gosh. Go away. That would be really funny, actually. You know, we're going to go this way first. You, sir. Love the range on the snake cane, though. Got some more berries. Love the berries. Berries are good. Do you have a job outside of YouTube? I used to. So I have been full-time. I have been a full-time content creator since September of 2021. I had YouTube and been getting monetized on my channels for, I guess, at that point for many years. So I had done it part-time. So I was working full-time in corporate, in finance, and then different positions, obviously along the way. And my passion was to be a full-time content creator. So in 2016, my wife was like, just do it, you can do it. So I went ahead and started, I created my first channel, which is this channel here. And over the course of, 7 years, I've created 2 other channels, all of which are monetized. And I was doing it part-time. So I would be doing my job and then part-time content creation on the side, balancing that across 3 channels. It was quite a bit, but I did do it. And then I was making a really good amount of money all the way through COVID. And in September of 2021, they just fired me all of a sudden. So I was making excellent money, and then immediately I was making only the little revenue I was making from YouTube over the time, So let me see what this one's called again, Necropolis Crypt. So I immediately got fired. I had absolutely no income aside from, I was making like whatever, a few bucks on YouTube every month. And I said, oh my gosh. Well, at first I was terrified. I was like, what am I going to do? I have to provide for my family. And I was just incredibly stressed out, unsure of what to do. And my wife was like, well, this is your chance. This is your chance to do what you want full time. So she helped me see that it was a blessing in disguise, and I went ahead and started making content full time, and it was rough. I mean, that's when I started my, what I call my second channel, which is Inhuman Live. Technically the third one I created, the one that was designated for guides and things like that. And all the while, then I started streaming on Twitch and just doing everything, creating as much content as possible as a content creator, and then streaming as well. And it was very tough times. There was a lot of things going on in my personal life too that required a lot of finances to be dealt with. And then I had some health issues along the way, and I just never gave up. My wife never gave up on me either. And then as of, that whole time, we've been able to sustain our lifestyle and whatever else. And I've been making, enough money on YouTube to provide for my family. So it's been incredibly tough. The hardest thing I've ever done, but certainly the most rewarding. So to answer your question, no, I don't have a job outside of YouTube. I am a full-time content creator. I'm proud to say it too. After, it's been 7 years, and although I haven't grown as much as I'd like and met my own personal goals, I think that I've met some huge milestones that I just know that I couldn't have done without, seriously, like my wife being there to support me, and just God just always blessing me with the opportunity and the perseverance to just not give up, you know? Because it's been so many tough times, but I would say in general, this is probably the most fun I've ever had in life, and I'm always able to, I can make my own schedule, right? So I can always be there for my family and whatever else, but it's very hard. I mean, there's very little downtime. I mean, you do have to be constantly thinking of the next video all the time. So it's very, I'd say it requires lots of you, I would say. I think this looks breakable. It looks breakable to me. So certainly, yeah, there's a pathway, but it's down. Certainly a blessing, but man, it's been the hardest thing I've ever done, and I'm so proud to say that I'm finally, after 7 years, you know, well, I guess after 5 years. 5 years I was a full-time content creator. I had my channel for 7 years now, but can I? Yeah, there you go. That's what you need. Nice harpoon to the back. But yeah, I am a full-time content creator, and I'm so good to say that after all this time. I never thought my dream would come true, and I never wanted to take the risk to be like, okay, even if, you know, as much, you know, as we were making at the time and stuff, I was like, okay, I never felt confident enough to be like, it's time for me to go ahead and try my dream and pursue my dream of doing this full-time. And I, after all this time, was able to do it, so it's really cool. Really exciting. Oh my gosh, that guy's like, has backwards. What is wrong with him? Ow. But yeah. Let's see, we'll get this chest here. Nice, we need the turkey. Oh man, and that makes me think of Thanksgiving. Now, we're not very festive, you know, my family in particular, but we do like to eat, and we do like to cook. And I am looking forward to either, I'm trying to think of what I want to do, you know, over the break. We're thinking either like turkey legs or like Cornish hens, you know, like everybody gets a Cornish hen or something. So kind of interesting. I'm trying, I don't know what I want to do yet, but those are the options, and I don't know. I think that would be kind of fun. Okay, this is a very tough and annoying boss, but first let's go ahead and talk with Victor. Victor is again Casper's older brother. Eric says, Ebenezer, I recognize this spirit. It is Victor Malthus, Casper's brother. Victor, we have come with a plea for aid on behalf of your brother. Casper, you say? That name does not stir any recollection within me. Away with you both. Do you remember your own identity, or where you currently stand? I, sir, am none other than Victor Malthus, scion of the Malthus destiny, and hold dominion over all that mine eyes survey. Victor, you poor soul, can't you see that you stand here in a desolate and decaying cavern, far beneath the bustling streets of the city, with nothing but barren walls and empty echoes for company? Ha, you fool. This is the grand empire that was promised me by my dear father, and it is mine to wield as I see fit. Victor, I implore you, if there is any shred of reason left within your troubled soul, you must put an end to this madness. How dare you show such impudence and disrespect? If you refuse to vacate these premises of your own volition, then I shall have no choice but to forcefully remove you. Alright, and he is a jerk, so we're going to have to be very careful here. We're going to try to not use any, I'd say one healing item. Only on a good run, though, so if it doesn't feel right, we're not going to do it. Whoa! Okay. He's got tons of attacks, many of which have projectiles. And that barrier does hurt us, so if we jump into it, it hurts. We got to crouch here. It's nice to get up close from if possible. Yeah, bad idea. Alright, we're going to take... Oh gosh, I keep forgetting the Symphony of the Night dash there. We're going to play this a lot smoother next time. We're going to try and kind of get more of a rhythm down. I haven't fought him since the first playthrough, and this was the boss that I say I struggled with most. He has tons of health, so... Alright, here goes. Now, another thing that I would definitely mention as a possible area for improvement would be to allow us to like maybe skip this cutscene, but instead we have to go through this dialogue every time. So I remember hating Victor Malthus with every fiber of my being. Alright, we're going to use this here. The sparrows. Alright. And the key is just to watch what he does. When he holds his stomach like that, he's going to be spewing out all of this, like, I don't know what that is, but back away here when he rises up. He's summoning some cronies right now, which is going to take him out. And we're going to duck here. It's always nice to be closer to him. Sometimes Courage can take care of him. Other times she cannot, so. Oh gosh, lasers to my face. But you see all that damage? We're just racking up the numbers right now. There you go. Lasers, lasers, lasers. We gotta watch for the floor as well. There's a lot of things to watch for here. He's kind of a jerk, so. Ooh, I wasn't out of range, unfortunately. And dash back. Ooh, still not out of range. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna go ahead and dash. Oh no, I meant to dash away. So we can dash away and you get some iframes, so that's probably the better thing to do there. But we were getting really close. Now the game doesn't have, you know, I'd say health bars on bosses, but it's not too bad. I mean, over time you're going to definitely see, okay, I'm dealing sufficient amount of damage, this dude's going to go down. What's your favorite console? Dutch Dragon, I would say, it's dependent on kind of the games that I'm most tied to at that time, I would say, because I do really enjoy the PlayStation. You know, like favorite console of all time or just favorite console currently. I'd say of the current gen, I really do like the PlayStation 5. I love my Nintendo Switch. I give it so much time. And I'd say out of the major consoles anyways, the Xbox has the least amount of time or playtime for me. But I would say it kind of bounces between, you know, the PlayStation kind of series of consoles and Nintendo Switch. And like best console ever, shoot, I don't know. Super Nintendo was pretty incredible. Nintendo 64 was good too. And of course you have PlayStation 2, which like lasted forever. That was an excellent console as well. PlayStation 1 was revolutionary. I'll never forget that. I don't know, I mean, tons of good consoles out there. I'm not partial to any one, you know, like in terms of like the console war. I shouldn't have backed up there. I think they all have a chance to be amazing. It's just a matter of... Oh gosh. Yeah, this boss is going to be annoying. I think it comes down to like a matter of preference, like I always say. I don't think that any of those choices are wrong, and I think that on one day you could say this console's superior, but I would say in general, lately, specifically, as it pertains to console exclusives, things like that, which is probably dying away anyways, PlayStation has been doing pretty well. I know Microsoft's been buying up all these other companies, but we'll see what comes of it. I love Bethesda, so I'm a big Fallout fan, so we'll see if that ever comes to fruition. But I'm certainly looking forward to what all of the consoles have to offer. I honestly love video games. I love a lot of things about them, like, you know, the history of them. I'm a big collector, too. So I have just about every console you can think of. Going back to like this, oh gosh, I don't even know. I have like the Magnavox, Odyssey, big collector. What are you doing, bud? Okay. Trying to get in close with this attack here. There you go. Trying to get in a few extra hits because you are annoying. Just use the iframes instead just to be safer. Use those sweet, sweet iframes. Oh gosh, I didn't see that coming. Lovely. I was thinking there, should I use health? Should I use health? But I was like, you know, if I get hit, I'm gonna die anyway, so they didn't want to burn through my cold boiled, man. The Xbox, in my opinion, is only really good with the backwards compatibility. It's excellent at that. Yeah, I think the PlayStation kind of gypped you with the, you know, it's like, oh, here's the PlayStation 3 and whatever, with the network thing, the PSN. I don't know what they call it now, PS Plus, but I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's as executed as well, because it's like, it requires you to pretty much stream the games instead. Much of the time, because not all of them are available for download. So then the quality suffers quite a bit. So I don't know. And as a collector, like I like the tangible, actual game in my hand. You know, I do love backwards compatibility, and I do like it from a digital perspective as well. But as a collector, I love having the ability to pop in that CD and do that. And now, of course, if not, the digital library is fantastic as well. Ooh, I didn't read that ability at all. Go away, sir. But yeah. I am tired of your little body. Getting a lot of good hits in. He's not being nearly as smart this go around. Nice. And we're also using our iframes much more intelligently. But here you can pretty much infinitely spam this ability here because we're getting a lot of hits in with the cane. And it doesn't cost a lot either to use, so it's a good combo. Didn't get there quick enough, that's okay. Ooh, wrong way, sir. Wrong way! I'm dead. I died, but I was still standing up. Great. Scrooge is quite the kicker of asses, I would say. I like that he was portrayed as still, you know, like he's definitely an older guy, but he's still got it, you know? And I do like that. I appreciate that quite a bit. I agree, Dutch Dragon. The exclusives don't compare. Hi-Fi Rush is really good. I actually, it's so funny. You guys are awesome because we just have a lot of similar interests, and it's so fun to see that. But Hi-Fi Rush was fantastic on my Inhuman Live channel, which, and this is not me like plugging it, I'm just telling you because if I say my channel, like I have 3, so I gotta say which one. This one is designated specifically for lore and things like that, but this, you know, I was able to feature this game on the channel. It was a nice opportunity, and it was sponsored by, of course, Play on World, so, you know, I wanted to give them a chance because I love Metroidvanias, I love Souls-likes, you know this, so I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and do it. But most of the time, my gameplay videos are on my other channel, so, as I was saying, the other, Hi-Fi Rush, I guess. Funny thing about that is there's this, it's all rhythm based, it's all based on music and things like that. And there's this really hard mode where, like, if you, it's like Devil May Cry, for example. Like, as you're fighting, you kind of get ranked. And if you do better, you get a higher rank. If you don't do well, eventually you get a bad rank, right? Well, if you get below a C, I believe, you die instantly in this mode in Hi-Fi Rush. And it's like the hardest mode in the game, and I was able to beat it. And it was pretty fun. I mean, because it requires like almost like perfect boss fights and things like that. So I like doing challenge runs. If you guys enjoy that stuff, you should check it out. I just love doing them. They're so much fun to me. I would do a challenge run if I didn't have a YouTube channel, and I always had for years until I was like, oh, hey, I can actually do this and put it on YouTube? That's fun. I can share it with you guys. It's like you guys are on the couch and we're like playing, you know, that's what I like about the YouTube experience, or if you're just live, you know, it's like you guys are along for the ride versus just doing it, you know, alone, and it's like, okay, wow, that was cool, but we weren't able to like talk about it or share that experience. I like sharing. Sharing is caring. Alright, buddy. Alright, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm going to continue with that same strategy, except I'm not going to get hit. That's my strategy. What if Scrooge and Carlo switch places? Could Carlo beat Scrooge's enemies and Scrooge beat Carlo's enemies? Okay, so as long as Scrooge still had his abilities, I'm pretty sure he could still tear up some puppets. I am pretty sure he could. Because the ghost abilities are very powerful. So I would be very shocked if like they don't somehow interfere with like the spirit that's powering the puppets or whatever, you know, even the mechanical components. It's got to, right? That's just sound science. And Geppetto's puppet could definitely kick some butt. This is pretty much, oh gosh, the arm of God. Get out of my way. Oh, lovely. So much for my not getting hit. I'm not reading his abilities very well either. I am reading. I'm trying to read chat though. I can't multitask. Uh-oh. No, it's froze. It froze. No, I'm locked in the crouch position. I can't do anything. I am locked in crouch. Damn you, Scuba Steve. That's fine. I get it. Oh, I can't move at all. Okay, there you go. That was weird. I saved like 6 times. Let's save once again, just in case. That was weird. It kind of bugged out on me there. Did I ever play Detroit Become Human? I haven't, but it's definitely a game that I'd be interested in. Kind of like a choice-based, you know, choices actually matter, things like that. It's a kind of a cool concept with like the whole Android thing or whatever. So yeah, I would definitely check it out. I like story-driven games as well. Like, it doesn't have to be just solid, amazing gameplay or anything like that. All right, bro. Oh, come on! I just used my ability. This guy is such a nerd. Okay, back away. Nope. Come on, Scrooge. You got this, Scrooge. Nope, that wasn't far enough. Okay, good. Lovely. Getting hit like 16 times there. Use the iframes there, that was nice. Get him. Alright, we're just doing work right now, and I'm just gonna use my little berries to celebrate this fine occasion. Oh my gosh, okay. No way, okay. I don't feel like dying again, necessarily. Yay! Whew! Nothing like a little berries. A little bit of that cranberry sauce to take out Victor Malthus himself. Alright, so now he comes down from his little orb. But he's still stubborn. He's not quite convinced yet. What happened? Where did it all go? Victor, please listen to us. It all fell away. There's nothing here but rock and decay. Where am I? What is this place? We have little time to spare. I'm sorry, but you have long since departed from the realm of the living. In your absence, your father tossed your memory aside and groomed young Casper to take your place. Because of this, your brother is on the brink of sealing his fate and dooming himself to eternal torment. Nonsense. My father was a man of great virtue and a staunch upholder of righteousness. He would never lead us astray, of that I am certain. Furthermore, he loved us all dearly, me most of all. We are not some charlatans seeking to deceive you. I come to you with the truth, and the truth alone. I can prove this to you. Your military medals, you no doubt ensured that your family would receive them after your passing, hoping that they would be placed alongside the other treasures of your illustrious ancestors and their achievements. Yes, of course, they would be. My father was a man of great pride, and he had every reason to be proud of me. I gave up everything for him, and he knew it. He knew that I would do anything to ensure the success of our family's legacy. Come with us, Victor. Follow us out of this place. I wish to show you something that may change your mind. If afterwards you are unimpressed, you can return here to rule your imaginary empire undisturbed until you become lost amongst the unrepentant. I will not help you with your efforts, but I will follow you so that you may be embarrassed by whatever you intend to show. So he's hurting. And we are going to actually go and find Victor's medals and show him the truth of his existence. Actually, oh, whoops. Glad he's not turning around. Okay, good. This looks breakable. Yay! Secrets. Let's do this first. One of the voice actors of Detroit Became Human is voiced by the voice actor of Mr. Krabs. Oh yeah, it is funny. You know that Mr. Krabs, I'm not sure if you're a fan of the show Dexter. Yeah, obviously that's about like the serial killer dude. In the not the second season, but like the reboot of Dexter, he was a character as well. He's been in a lot of movies actually, that guy. That old chap. But yeah, that is Mr. Krabs, and he cusses quite a bit actually in other roles. He's got a potty mouth. And not really, it's just his role, of course. We're gonna go past this though, because watch this. We get a very special encounter here. Ebenezer, you are the ghost of Christmas yet to come? Of course you are. I could never forget such a horrifying and loquacious wraith. It's just like, well, what is your purpose, spirit? I see no gravestones or grim warning for you to point at. Ebenezer, stop taunting him. He comes to aid your endeavors. With him is one of the children of mankind. How can he help? This boy is steadfast. He will protect you from harm. Very well then. Thank you, spirit. So we got the third child of mankind, which is steadfast, and it blocks enemy attacks. So here are the different spirit kids, or children of mankind, and you can actually pick whichever one you want. I am all about, DPS, right? Just offense and whatever else. I don't really like buffing up defense necessarily, because my theory on that is defense delays defeat. So you can be as defensive and turtle up as much as you want, but eventually you're going to lose, right, if you don't have any offense. So I like to kind of go the offensive route instead. So we're going to stick with courage. Now there's other instances where, yeah, maybe a little defense is good and you might invest in it, but I often do not. I am much more of a offensive kind of guy. He's got a sailor's mouth. Yeah, no pun intended, right? No pun intended. The funny thing is about this game is I thought, I wasn't sure what to expect. And a part of me was thinking, like, is this going to be like a cutesy kind of game? And it goes to dark places, though, surprisingly. And I really like that. Like, we've been to an asylum. We're literally in Necropolis right now. I mean, there's been some really cool places we've gone in this game. And I do enjoy that. Like, initially, I thought, oh, it's going to be kind of like kiddie or whatever, and oh, it's going to be really heavy on the Christmas theme. It's not. It's really not. It goes much deeper than that, and I appreciate it for that. I think it's a lot of fun. Ow. Gotcha. I think it's a lot of fun for that reason. It makes it much more enjoyable because it's not like, okay, we don't have like some crazy music going on. The music actually is really good. I actually really enjoy it. Let me get this right here. I thought there was going to be a lot of, Christmassy type things. Now you hear the undertone of that wintry kind of mix, but you got the bells and things like that, but it always is fitting to like the kind of the dark undertone that Ebenezer and the Invisible World kind of has. I like it, yeah. Oh, nice. Rose Reed. Please, sir, if you can see me, I need your help on an urgent matter. Urgent matter? What do you need? A while back, there was a criminal they called Street Shadow, roaming these parts for years, breaking laws and hurting people. There was investigator Detective Alan Willard, who spent years trying to capture him, but was never able to bring him to justice. Are you certain Detective Willard had identified the right man? Yes, that man admitted his crimes to the detective in private, but there was not enough evidence to arrest or convict. So the Street Shadow not only got away with it, but he continued to commit crimes. Is this man still alive? I shall find him and help Detective Willard complete his work. The Street Shadow has since left the mortal world, and he now torments Detective Willard. Moreover, the detective is of weak spirit, as he feels guilty and responsible for the pains victims suffered because he failed to convict the Street Shadow. I imagine such guilt would make him very susceptible to the unrepentant's manipulations. Yes, I can relate. I felt responsible for the death of my sister, Flossie, and it weighed on me for my entire life. The guilt took its toll on my health. Please find Detective Willard, rid him of this dangerous spirit, and implore him that he forgive himself for events beyond his control. This is, in my opinion, my favorite kind of side quest, if you will. Not only does it give you the double jump, which is amazing because it just opens up the entire rest of the secrets for you, but the boss fight is just cool because the enemy, like the sprite and the animation, is just really neat. So I do like the Street Shadow quite a bit. It almost reminds me like of I would imagine it was inspired by like Jack the Ripper, but it's a very neat boss encounter. I really did like it. Okay, I thought I went behind it, so I was like, ooh, there's a secret wall, but no. You should check out The Wolf Among Us. Oh my gosh, The Wolf Among Us is a Telltale game, and I absolutely love it. It's my favorite Telltale game, one, and two, it's one of the first games I featured on this channel whenever I wasn't sure which direction to go. I knew I wanted to make gaming content, but I didn't know that I was, what I was going to be doing, and then eventually I became a lore channel. After I started the, lore on Little Nightmares, I was the kind of the pioneer for that years ago. Now, many people have since taken off from that, but I kind of, like I said, I like to change directions, and that was one of those times where I just got tired of it after a while, and I just couldn't milk, there was nothing else to milk. So I was like, I'm going to make my theories and my lore videos, and then after that I'm going to move on. And some people just somehow just wring it dry. I don't know how you do it without hating the game after a while, but I definitely like to move on so that I don't tarnish my experience with the game. It doesn't taint my love for the game, so that way I can revisit it and it's fresh again, right? Instead of just beating it to death. But yeah, Telltale games, Wolf Among Us, one of my favorite, one of the first I've played as well, and one of the first videos featured on my channel. And that was back when the demonetization thing was just crazy. All your videos were getting demonetized and stuff, and I had to delete over 50 videos at that time, so you don't see the full series. You only see one part that didn't get copyright hit, so... Let's see what Victor has to say. Ebenezer says first, though, Eric, the grave is here. It reads Victor Malthus. Victor says, that's impossible. This is not our family plot. This is a pauper's field. Do you not see? Your father was so consumed by his anger and disappointment in you that he didn't even think to give you a proper burial. If not for your mother, who fought tooth and nail to ensure you were laid to rest with some semblance of dignity, you may as well have been left to the dogs and crows. My mother, but she... And look here, Victor. What is this atop your stone? My medals. They're rusted and encrusted in rubbish, but they are meant to be a symbol of my achievements, of the honor I brought to my family. Your mother fished them out of the garbage. Don't you see? Your father, who held no affection for you, viewed you only as a mere instrument to fulfill his own desires. Once your usefulness was spent, he cast you aside without a second thought. It is a harsh reality, but one that must be faced nonetheless. It can't be. It can't be so. Your brother is destined to meet a similar fate as you. Even with your father's demise, Casper remains loyal to him in his vision. But fear not, for I have a plan. I will take these medals and present them to Casper, so that he may behold the true nature of his father's intentions. And I implore you, come with us on this journey, that we may show him the path that lies ahead, if he continues to blindly follow in his father's footsteps. You may take my medals, but I cannot join you now. Please, help my brother. Casper does not deserve to share my fate. I intend to. With your medals and Lillian's letters in our possession, the embodiments of Casper's present and future, we have made great strides towards opening his eyes to the truth. However, to truly complete our task, we still require a representation of his past. I can help. When Casper and I were younger, we were enthralled by the wonders of the library and the London Observatory. So here we're going to go back to the London Observatory. And there, in a high chamber, hangs a map of the undiscovered regions of the world, bearing the names of those brave souls who endeavored to chart them. We, in our youthful jesting, inscribed our own names upon it, but deep down I knew that Casper's heart yearned to be an explorer, to break free from the shackles of his father's dominance and venture forth into the unknown. I believe Casper's map will spark memories of his former self. Does Casper's map still remain? Indeed, it has been many years since we last laid eyes upon it together, but I am certain that it is still there, bearing our youthful signatures, unnoticed all these many years. Then let us return to the London Observatory and find Casper's map. So, fortunately, we're actually going to pop out in a very prime position here, and in preparation for the final leg of the quest, or the game. So here we are. There's a secret. This is one we already got, though, I thought. Oh, we didn't get that one yet? How? Ah, hold on. Not good. How lazy of me to not have picked this up. We get some pudding, though. And some berries. Love that. Alright, so we're going to come up here and... there should be a save point somewhere. Yeah. So there's a save point right below us. This, of course, is the London Observatory again. And it's important that we actually go through with a fine-tooth comb because there's some secrets. And also, there's going to be a few new pathways that are opened up to us now because we have obtained some new traversal abilities. So, alright, so let's go ahead and save. And then from here, we're going to kind of chart out our path. So we know that at some point, if we get to that bell or that station, the train station, we can go and come back down to the necropolis area. And we'll be able to speak with the guy in this purple cell here. We'll just come up from the train station up and to the left and go to that purple square. That's not a terrible idea. That's fine. Now, there should be some pathways that seem like they end in the observatory. I'm trying to figure out which ones. It could be the one that's down and to my right or up and to my right, those rectangular cells. There was a room that has some pretty tough enemies, and it required us to have the hook and chain, or the Mountaineer's abilities, but we don't have it yet. Or we didn't have it yet at the time. Now we do. So that'll open up a cool, like, secret boss fight that will actually complete a side quest for us too. So let's see, what should we do first? I say we go up first because I prefer not to go back down. It is kind of a chore to explore some of these areas again. Nice. I love that dash ability. Alright. Let's go up here first. Let's go up. And see if this is the path. It may not be. The more I think about it, I don't think that's the path at all. Let's take a look at where we ended up here. Should be just a few cells up. Yeah, I think it's over here, this direction. Uh-oh. Whoa! That chameleon guy is so annoying. Give me a free path, please. Free and clear to my ultimate destination. Uh-oh. Alright, now obviously up above in the save room there's definitely a pathway there, but I do want to complete the side quest first, because we get a bonus boss fight, so I think it's down here. You, sir. Oh, I got hit anyways. I shouldn't have jumped. Gotta break the vases. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. This is it. You stay away, old lady. They have tons of health, and they hit like trucks, so. Alright. Good stuff indeed. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, come on. What am I supposed to do there? Get away from the tomato. That's fine. We'll come back around and get that. Okay, this is a fun little encounter here. This dude just comes out of nowhere. No introduction, no nothing. But this is like a proper boss fight where you have all kinds of things to projectiles you gotta avoid, and he moves around quite a bit too. He's being really nice right now. No, I spoke too soon. He's a jerk. That is a secret boss that you fight for a specific side quest, and yeah, I like it. That's a fun boss fight, and it actually prepares you for some future boss fights we're going to be encountering here in a little bit. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Okay. I was like, please die. So stubborn. Alright, I think that Eric would probably be the best. We're going to keep Eric as our ability here. Ow. Where are your little skulls? Really? No, 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 no! Okay. How to use those sweet, sweet iframes. Again. That didn't work as smoothly. Got him. Whew. Okay. The miner's quest has been completed as soon as we go here, actually. You are safe now. Please head home as quickly as you can. Thank you, sir. I don't know what happened. I must be going mad. It almost seemed like the building itself was trying to harm me. Your wife, Avril, is returning home to you family. She will be safe tonight. Thank you, sir. This is a kindness I cannot repay. Well, now it would seem that you are not so lost, that you are beyond the desire to help others. Perhaps you don't need to dwell in the necropolis after all. I think you might be right, but let's put it to the test, shall we? Call on me tonight if you need my help, and if I should appear, then perhaps there's hope for me yet. Nice. And his ability is pretty strong too, it just costs a lot. Alright, so my thing is, I'm afraid I am going to die, so I'm going to pop some berries here. Oops. What are you guarding back there? I don't know what she's guarding back there, but I definitely want to find out. Let's go save so we can replenish our health. I prefer not to die. There you go. Thank you, courage. Huh. We got this fool over here. Just avoid him. Watch for these spiders hidden by these railings here. Oh gosh. Oh, perfect. Okay, I was going to say, if I need to use berries, I can. We're at the save point, so we are in a safe zone. Good gosh, that was rough. Now, this dude has the slam here. I wonder if it can break things at the bottom. You know, I never used him to open up pathways, and I think there's quite a few where the floors look cracked. So I would like to explore that, actually, and test that out. Let's take a look at the map. Now we see we got to go up, and there's all these areas here. But we should also go to the train station so we can go back to Gerhard Braun. I already showed you that secret in there. Oh gosh, okay. Almost ran right into the fellow. Got some mugwort for our troubles there. Ooh, and some red berries. Very nice. I think we should go to this area. If not, I'll forget. And I don't want to forget, you know, us completing out that side quest. So we're going to go to the train station. We're going to head back to, gosh, I guess the necropolis area. The abandoned railway should suffice. We'll go here. And then we just gotta go up a few cells, and then we can go ahead and interact with Gerhard Braun. You know, I wish I would have thought it through. Oh gosh. What a great hit, sir. Jeez. I'm gonna go this way. Got Got some wadi sand. Good stuff. At some point, we're certainly going to need to upgrade our health and our spirit meter for sure. Because that's... I feel like... Oh gosh, seriously? The spirit meter's hurting. I have touched every projectile possible with my face. I am not happy. Should have jumped up into that. Up we go. Oh, that's not. That's actually the background. Get away. I didn't think that. Oh gosh, hold on. Can't speak. Okay, can't multitask. I thought that that platform was in the foreground, but it was certainly not. We're getting close. And we're going to actually retrace our steps and go back to the same train station just to expedite things a bit. Let me see if there's any other... Yeah, there's no faster pathway out. So we're going to end up going here, speaking to Gerhard, going back to the train station that we just came from, so we can return to the London Observatory. If not, we've got us a nice trek. Oh, I missed. Lovely. No! Very costly to miss in this game, or to get, you know, contact damage is a huge thing. Come on, Courage, you keep shooting those arrows, girl. Very nice. Nice, with some Saturnine lead. Not averse to that. So it's just getting some goodies. Alright, here goes. Let's go ahead and close out this quest. And again, this is like the only guy that doesn't come to you once you complete his quest. I found the letters in Charlotte, the man's daughter. She will know that she never left her father's thoughts. Thank you, sir. Charlotte deserves to know the truth about her father's love. Now, to your own concerns. Summon me whenever you need my assistance. Now we have Gerhard Braun. He is pretty cool because, like I said, he can attack enemies on walls and things like that. Walls and the floor, so as long as the enemy isn't jumping around or flying, it's definitely a way to deal some pretty significant damage. Alright, so we're going to return. Well, that was not very nice, sir. Not at all. So we're going to return to the train station and then go back to the London Observatory from there. Now, the enemy should not have respawned. So we should have a clear path. But you always hear like a shuffling, you know, and it always makes me nervous. Keeps me on edge. Gotcha, buddy. I didn't think they would come back. Some of them do. Some of these guys do respawn. Oh man, I can't test my theory. If only there's a save point nearby, I could replenish that. Because that is a floor that looks breakable to me. Yeah, these guys die too quickly, so it's hard to farm spirit with them. Pretty weak. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. You're fine. These guys are annoying. Oh, really? No! I'm sorry for making fun of you. Die! Okay. That should be plenty, right? Okay, I have to test my theory. I am of the curious sort, and we will get that chest down below. We do have the ability. Now, we have the chain. Remember, that was all we needed. But that guy that keeps spawning enemies, he is, you know, quite the jerk, I should say. Please work. No way. That doesn't work. Here I thought I had it all figured out. I thought that was a way to come up, and this whole time, even in my first play, I was like, that's probably a, leads to a secret of sorts. It does not. It does not. Oh gosh, no. You're good. Be nice. Alright, we're gonna go this way, and we can grab the goodie that we missed last time. Open up that chest. That was close. Almost got hit in the head. Nice. And we got some turkey too. I love the food items. I know it's funny, but those are actually so important because with those food items, you can literally, prolong a fight. Because it's like instant heal pretty much. And whenever there's areas that are like really far, say save points that are few and far between, they're just critical to not losing progress if you die. Alright, so where are we at now? Wrong button. I need to go save again, so I can replenish my health, and save that I did unlock Gerhard Braun's assistance. So that's good. Should just be right down this way. Yeah, I see the glow. Right below that glow is the save room. Really, Broseph? Those guys take a lot of hits to kill. Alright, here's our save room. We'll go ahead and tag this real quick, top off our health. Go right back up to where we were, and we can finish doing some exploration. We're gonna be... Oh, you know what I just realized? I'm gonna be blocked off. So although we did go to the London Observatory, oh gosh, Scrooge, okay, we need to actually go back to the city center. And it kind of hinted towards that location because of a lot of the conversations that Scrooge was having and saying that, man, I've had a lot of backtracking to do, right? And he's not lying. So we do need to go back to the London Observatory, and we got to use the hook. And even the ball and chain ghost as well, so we can unlock some new stuff. Because there'll be a point, like right here, for example, you need the double jump, so we can't actually do anything from here. That's just to kind of prove my point. So how do we get the double jump? Well, we have to solve Rose Reed's quest. And that can be done by us aiding Detective Willard. Detective Willard's being haunted by a spirit, a malicious spirit called the, I think it's called the Street Shadow. So we've got to take him out. So let's go to West London. This is an excellent kind of detour anyways. One that is required, but it's good because we can go straight from here, and we'll go ahead and return to the shop and see if we can maybe grab some food items. We probably have a good amount of money too. But we'll go here, talk with Jasper for a moment. Kill the snowman. Alright. So, let's see. 3,800 bones. Yeah, I had this at some point as well. So I say we buy some of these. How many of these can I have? That's cool. Okay, I'm spending too much money. I'm good on that, though. We have about 3,000 coins, and we have plenty of food items. Very happy with that. Now we can go up here and upgrade our items. We're very close to Casimir, I believe is his name. And we'll have to remember to come back to this fellow right here, Fern, I believe, so we can complete the side quest for, I think her name is Sakuya? I don't remember. The clockmaker. Let's upgrade our health as much as possible. Nothing like upgrading health. Yeah. I think we're out. Yeah, we need a bunch of rosemary. A bunch of rosemary. Okay. Wow, and lavender. Okay. Fine then, but we do have the Wadi sand and other things needed to upgrade our spirit meter from the last encounter. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Her dialogue made it seem like I lacked something. So we have the land. Okay, good. You need some crystal glass. Okay. Fair enough. Thank you. So now we're good from that perspective as well. Now we've just got some exploring to do. We need a good old save point. So you see that save point right there? It's right next to an area that's clearly needs to be explored, right? I say we oblige. We go up there and figure out what hasn't been accessible to us this entire game up until this point. Alright. We'll keep going this way for now. Yeah. We got like 2 more cells to go over, and then we can save, and we'll come back and do some exploring. Good stuff. This guy. You just killed the snowman. It's my job. Huh. Nice. Okay, 1 more cell over, and we will be right where we need to be. Right next to the save point anyways. This. What is your name? Saki. Okay. Saki Tokei. I will see you soon, my friend. Once we get to the Malthus Factory, which is the final area in the game, we'll be doing that in the next stream. But for now, we're going to get as much as we can completed before we head over to the rest of the London Observatory area. Oh, lovely. Get off me, buddy. Alright, making some good time here. I like it. A lot of progress. Whoa! How did you throw... How did he know that I wasn't going to do that? I'm telling you, these are like the most accurate grenadiers ever. Ever, I say. Where's my save point? Okay, it's over here. So now we hit the save room. We're going to be able to explore just right over to the other side, which is fantastic. And we could go right back to the London Observatory after the fact just by walking, and I think that would be a terrible idea because we can still get to the top relatively easily without having to go back to the train station. Okay, so we've already explored that particular area. You, sir, are not going to hurt me anymore. Those projectiles are so unpredictable. Alright, so we're going to keep going through. And there should be a passageway around here somewhere that requires the ball and chain, man. Let's see. I thought I remembered something like that. I could be wrong. Let's see what's over here real quick. The enemies are a little bit tougher here. Oh, that's right. This is the Malthus Factory connection. So we can't do much over here. It's kind of blocked off to us right now, I think. Fair enough. So we go this way then. I did think that I could use my ball and chain prisoner friend, but perhaps not this time. Uh-oh. Go away. we'll go ahead and tag this train station as well. This will unlock another location for us to fast travel to. This is like, I think it's East London. Yeah, there you go. Now we have East London train station unlocked. Ma'am, why are you throwing tomatoes at folks? That's why. It's over here. Oh gosh, that was scary. A whole lot of nothing. Oh, that, okay. There's a secret item right here. Upgraded material. It's going to be impossible to get now. Got it, okay. Scary. Alright, here we go. These guys, pretty much like baseball dudes. Ow. And they throw grenades at you, so they really hurt. No! Ow, my back. I knew he was going to get me. Okay, we're going to go back up. We're going to try that again, shall we? Shan't we? There you go. And guess what we found here? This is the accident report dated April 18th. Tunnel collapse, Tennessee. Ah, here we are. An unknown John Doe with a silver ring with the inscription, "With love, Lorraine." So remember, we're going to have to actually go back to an area near the Blackwood Cemetery. So when we're approaching the Blackwood Cemetery, it's this long rectangular cell here. And once we go there, we'll be able to actually speak with Lorraine for once. She'll actually open up to us a bit, and then we can inform her of her loss. That way she can kind of finally rest, you know? She's been worried that her husband's alive still, but he is not. She thinks he's missing, but he's actually just dead. And he's trying to communicate with her, but he can't, so it's kind of sad. Here's what we're going to do. Actually, where's my harpoonist guy? Just for fun. Boom! Okay. Now we have these areas too. So we explored, at least to the best of our ability, we could there. You know what I'm going to do though, because I don't want to have to go all the way back? We're going to actually travel to... I think maybe the Bedlam Asylum would make a lot of sense. So we're going to go back to the train station. We explored everything we could to the best of our ability there. I didn't see any other pathways anyway, so we're going to go back. And to be honest, it's been a while since my first playthrough. So I am a little rusty. Trying to figure out, you know, the best pathways, but using the train stations is just a great way to cover like a lot of speed. Obviously, it's the fast travel system, but they are kind of situated in places that make a lot of sense so that you don't have to necessarily go so far out of your way. But I will say this. If for whatever reason you haven't, you know, you're not confident that you've kind of completely, you know, explored an area, the best way to do it is to travel manually without the use of anything like that. Let's see. Wait. So, wow, my back. Oh, I was right here. No. I'm over here thinking backwards. My bad. You guys. Got him. So it would be up here. Nope. I'm still one level below. Okay, so I need to go up one. And then once we get up here to the street level, we'll be fine. When you take these mirrors, it actually would lead to another secret, but I need to just go up right now for now because I want to make sure that I have enough time to go revisit the London Observatory. We'll do a nice little cleanup stream. Alright, here we go. Berries. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so from here, we've got some options. Let's go this way. Ow! He took 2 hits. Everybody else is taking 1. That's the Bedlam Asylum again. So we're not going to go this way then. We'll go up and around. Man, I wonder who these guys are. These guys that are chained up like that? I am in desperate need for health or a save room. I'm gonna hold out for it, but I don't think that's a good idea. Got some mugwort. Love that stuff. Alright. We got a pathway over here. Let's go up first then. You and your tomatoes. What? She's usually pretty accurate. I don't know what she was doing there. Oh, lovely. Okay. Nice. We'll grab this chest right here. Ooh, we got some pudding. You know, I might just use that right now. I'm gonna go over your head, sir. Don't hurt me. And then we're gonna drop down to the left where that light was. Obviously that was indicating there's a pathway, so we're gonna go that way and see where this takes us. Now, if I recall correctly, this is the encounter that I was talking about. City center. No, this is not quite it, but we are getting closer. This is the Malthus factory yet again. A lot of tough enemies here, but yeah, we can't do anything just yet. Okay, good to know. So we've closed off that pathway as well. So it's right here. It's going to be in the blue cell, still above the city center. We just need to go back to where we were at and then go over a few cells to the right. To the city center we go. Now, of course, at some point we'll have to speak with Lorraine, too, to make sure that we complete the side quest for the railroader. And as you can tell, the progression of time has, it's now like nighttime. It was kind of, you know, I'd say evening or midday, and now it's totally nighttime. And that's why we're going to have a special encounter here soon. Come here, buddy. They're so fast. Gotcha. 2 hits for them. Alright, we're approaching our destination here. There you go. Perfect. Get him out of the way. Get some ember coal for our hard work. Let's see what's over here before we use our little mountaineer friend again. You are so annoying. Chomping on my feet. Ow, okay, that hurt. How did I miss that? I thought I was going to grab the ledge. Ledge! Okay. Ah, I see. So I'm going to need the double jump, which means it might be nearby. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Not cool, bro. Invincible enemies. How in the... Okay. So that's not it either. Now I'm going crazy. It might be back over there. Maybe I just didn't explore it correctly, but I didn't think I missed anything. Let me try again. Let me see if there's anything else up here. Nope, it just mouthed this stuff, which means it's touching on the factory, which is the final location, which we can't get to until we complete the London Observatory area. Okay. So we've explored as many of these little individual areas as we can that were marked clearly on the map. So, as far as I'm concerned, we're going to have to go through and do it the old-fashioned way. Let's take a look at the map once more. Okay, we know it's not there. That's all the factory stuff. This is a secret area when you go to through the oh my gosh, the mirrors. And then bottom left here is a cane. So it's got to be back this side, right? You know what we can do is we just continue on to the right, and then we help Lorraine complete her quest, and then we come back up. Yeah, it's fine. All in good time. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Lorraine's quest should be here all the way to the right. So we're going to go all the way directly to the right. We'll finish up Lorraine's quest, get the Railroader on our team, and then from there, we'll figure out where this area is. I can't remember for the life of me from my first playthrough. But that's fine, because in this stream I've learned the importance of those fast travel locations. They're really nice, and they're situated in a really good spot too. But here it's fine. We're going to just walk the old-fashioned way. So talking to Samuel here is perfect, because there's actually going to be a few NPCs along the way. We're going to actually get another ghost. What is all this? Reports from the Bedlam Asylum. Please look them over. You will find there are people who need your help urgently. So now we can complete his quest, as Jean-Baptiste, I think. I have done as you asked. I have given the evidence to the authorities. They will take action, I am sure of it. Your selflessness tonight will bring relief and closure to those who have lost loved ones in Bedlam Asylum, and freedom to those innocents still captured. I would like to join you, Ebenezer. I welcome your presence. I am amassing a formidable party tonight, and I could use the help of a good spirit, such as yourself. Summon me any time. Let us continue. The night grows darker. Yay. Excellent. So, kind of a serendipitous moment there. I'm glad we could actually walk the old-fashioned way and go through the city streets, because we otherwise would have missed speaking with Samuel. Our save point's just right this way. We should save because we have unlocked a few NPCs, and we've grabbed a few things from areas that were previously inaccessible, so I think that's a good thing. I saw the little save icon, so that triggered the save. We're good to go. Now we just continue to the right. And then we'll go back where, around where Jasper's area is, so we can search for the secret. There is a pathway that does require the ball and chain guy. And then there's also, I thought, another pathway that required the chains or the Mountaineer. The Mountaineer will be able to grapple us to a new location, if memory serves. Alright, we're going to keep going this way. We should come across Lorraine. And she's the one that's typically kind of standoffish. She's really upset because she's kind of lost in thought. Alright, here we go. Go through here. I was expecting the skating enemies, but fortunately they didn't come out yet. I think she's over here. If not, she's one level up. Nope, she's right here. Nice. Excellent. Okay. Ma'am, may I trouble you for a moment? What is it then? Can't you see I'm busy? Pardon my intrusion, but I believe you should see this accident report. It's about your husband. My husband? What business do you have with my husband? It saddens me to be the one to tell you this, but your husband has passed. Long ago, actually. You will see here in this accident report. It says here that they found a man with a silver ring that read, "With love, Lorraine." This was his wedding ring. I need some time, sir. Of course. Anytime, please come to Scrooge and Marley. I'd be happy to help in any matter related to bringing justice to this mining company that attempted to hide this matter regarding your husband. Now, obviously, this is a little, a minor continuity error here. It should be Ebenezer speaking. Thank you, Ebenezer. It's unbearable for me to see her with such sadness, but I know it is important for her to know the truth and to stop wondering. If it gives her some peace, then I am glad I could help. It seems you are collecting quite a following of spirits this evening, who are grateful for your help. I'll be happy to join them. Nice. And he uses a hammer. Now maybe he's the one that can break through. You would think a pickaxe would, but a hammer? Certainly going to do the trick. Alright, so now we go back. We've helped Lorraine, and the Railroader's quest is now complete. So we're going to continue over this way, and once we get to the actual kind of city proper, we're going to check our map and see what would be the most likely location for this secret. Because even up here, like you see, there's like double jump is required in a lot of these areas. And we don't have double jump yet. Gotta grab the free cold boiled. Yeah, see, we don't have double jump yet, so nothing there. Once we get out of this little area here where we saved the girl, Phoebe, I think, we'll take a look at the map. We'll see what makes the most sense and figure out which direction to go. But I do specifically recall using our friend here, Bruce Hagen, I think is his name. Alright, let's see. So, it's definitely up. So, I mean, let's do that. Let's go this way for sure. Oops. Yeah, if it's up, then we gotta go back. Okay. We're gonna go up the balloons and to the right. Oh, I didn't see you there. I was over here changing out my ghosts. You jerk. Alright. Farm up all these coins here. Oh gosh, the Grenadier. This dude is incredible with his like trajectories. His predictive prowess is unmatched. Alright, here goes. We'll come this way. Now I don't believe that there, other than there's a secret near where the falconer was, so we can use the grappling hook to find that, but I don't think that's where we continue up and find our next kind of secret encounter. I don't want to spoil it. It's my favorite though. It's my fave. Oh no! Up. Up. Yeah, this isn't it. But I will take the pudding. And thankfully, as in most Metroidvanias, no fall damage. Thank you, Jasper, for your services. I'll be on my way now. Lovely. I thought I was going to dodge right under it. Okay, up we go. Let's get out of here. And we'll take another look at the map. I say we go up and around to the left. Maybe there's something over on that side that I haven't explored yet. So we'll do that really quickly, because there could be something. I do remember there's a gate that we, at the time, couldn't use Haley Hall to dash through because we didn't have her assistance yet. She wasn't part of the crew just yet. Oh gosh, like literally he knew exactly where I was going with that. That's incredible. That's impressive, sir. Quite impressive indeed. Let's go this way. See if we can find anything else. Let's see. Oh, here you go. Nice. There's the gate I was referring to. Love the dash. Alright, we got some buddies over here. Nice. We do have another path we need to explore, though, if you remember. So we're way up top here. Oh, gosh. Piotr's Gauntlet increases bounce kick ghost damage. Okay, well that's the pathway right there. Perfect. So that is now complete. I'm glad that we're actually combing through because at least we're finding things that we would have otherwise missed. I did get those in my last playthrough too, but let's see. I'm trying to see if there's just that wall. My memory is like, I guess, pointing towards like using Bruce Hagen's ball and chain ability. And I broke through a wall, and I thought that's what led me to the next encounter. There was like a series of platforming, I thought, but I could be mistaken. Let's jump back up here. Oh gosh. What's just over here? Looks like I have to circle around anyways, huh? Alright, here we go. This guy again. Oh, I ran right into it. What a fool. Oh, let me just double check something. There's nothing over here, right? I will do Haley Hall's little dash ability. Yeah, there's nothing. But our ultimate goal here is to get the double jump. We need that to progress. And you can't really go to the London Observatory without it, because we're blocked off from any of the progression. Okay, so we're going to come up and around here, and then maybe we can explore that area again with the marker, because at this point, I just can't recall where else it would be. Get some rosemary. Oh, mugwort. Okay. We need a bunch of lavender now, too. Golly, he didn't get me that time. The one time he didn't just completely destroy me. Okay. Well, that was totally what I was thinking of, and that's Carrie's Lornet. Ebenezer's third hit is always a critical. That's not bad at all. We can equip that for sure. Okay. While I love that we got that, how come I never remember this? That's so strange to me. Is this it? Why does it look as if we've explored this area? I don't see how that's possible. Let me see. There's something I'm missing here. Oh, we were here. That's right. Hey, how did I miss that wall? Oh gosh, that was close. Okay, so what's over here? This bro, and then that's where I fell down. There's nothing. Okay, okay. He almost got me. Train station. Well, we've been through this area already. It's actually the fourth hit. Every fourth hit is a critical. Okay, that was a third hit. I am intrigued. Where, oh where? Can Detective Willard be? I'm looking for Detective Willard because we're going to have an encounter with the Street Shadow. We're supposed to. I just can't find him for the life of me. I'm going to go over here again. This is the area that I thought just led us to the Malthus factory. Nice. Scrooge, get the money. That's right. Scrooge is about those dollars, as they say. Sir? Can you back up? Come this way. Follow me over here. Come on. Come on. I need you over here, big guy. There you go. Okay, never mind. You're just not going to cooperate. I'll take the damage. And I'll grab these goodies. Okay, this might be it. But my thing is, what? When was it this hard? It is here. The whole time it was here, and we totally passed it up. I am so mad at myself right now. Alright, here goes. Detective Willard says, "Please, leave me be. I tried to save you all. I'm sorry I failed you. What are you doing to this poor man? Isn't it amusing? He cannot see me, but my very existence reminds him of his own failure. Try as he might to fight it, his guilt will rise again and again and again. If I knew that being dead could be so much fun, I wouldn't have tried so hard to avoid it all those years ago. Hold yourself together, detective. There's an evil about. I'm here to help." Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, really? Is that what we're doing? Ow, my belly. Okay, he got me anyways. Oh, cool. Not cool. Not cool. Oh, whatever. You're way too accurate, Bartholomew. There you go, he's dead. But Street Shadow, definitely my favorite boss in terms of like design. He looks really cool. Now my favorite boss that we actually fight is coming up. What? Where did they all go? I no longer see those victims. I am guilt-ridden. I failed to capture the criminal and people were hurt as a result. There was a malicious force here that fed and magnified your own guilt. I wish for you a path such that you may see yourself as others see you, a man that worked tirelessly for the safety of the people of London. Forgiveness is divine, and sometimes the subject of one's forgiveness is oneself. I shall carry this message close to my heart. Thank you, Ebenezer. I wish I had known to confront my own guilt. What? I wish I had known to confront my own guilt while I was still alive. My behavior hurt not only me, but the loved ones in my life that shared my perpetual suffering. It seems to be that way with most things. To feel remorse is to hold oneself to a higher standard. However, a higher standard cannot be the reason for self-loathing. Let me know if you need my help tonight. I was an acrobat in life. I went by the name of Rose Reed, part of the fabulous Reed sisters. Needless to say, I am very experienced defying gravity. Yes, she is. We can double jump now. Yes, this is like my... double jump is pretty much like the best ability in any Metroidvania. Oh yeah, sweet, sweet double jump. Lovely. So we... Wait. Okay, good. Haha. We're going to go back to the train station, and from the train station we'll go ahead and work our way over to the London Observatory. And see. Do I need to go up? Oh, whoa, 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 easy. There it is. To the train station we go. And now from here we can go ahead and travel back to the London Observatory, which is right here. We'll grab a save point along the way. So essentially the final parts that remain are us going through and grabbing the map at the London Observatory, and then the final piece after that is going to the Malthus factory and confronting Casper himself. So we still have, let's see, we have a good 3 more boss fights actually before the journey comes to an end. And I would like, actually, oh gosh, to survive this encounter while I'm talking. But also, I think we're going to go ahead and use this as a great stopping point to pick up on the next stream. And I hope you guys did enjoy it. Just remember that right now, Ebenezer in the Invisible World is available on all platforms. The links are in my description, so you can check it out. I mean, we're talking anything from PlayStation 5, 4, Xbox, X, S, 1, Switch, Steam, anything you can think of. The game is available now, so I do encourage you guys to check it out. I would also like to take this time once again to thank my sponsor, Play On Worlds, for sponsoring this video and giving me the opportunity to feature this game on my channel, so I really appreciate you all for that. Again, Ebenezer in the Invisible World is available now. Be sure to check it out. We will continue our stream and hopefully reach a conclusion and get to Casper's heart Monday. So I'll see you guys then.